Finneytown was my very first teaching job in 1972, and my director of the language department was a guy by the name of Herman Schließ, and also was coaching soccer, and he was going on a sabbatical. So he asked me, would I be interested in coaching the soccer team? And I said, well, I don't know a whole lot about it, but yeah, I'll try it. You know, there was no state championship for soccer back then. So as a club, as a school, coaching association, we tried to come up with some way for them to sanction it so that it became the state championship. So that's how this championship took place. This championship was the state championship, but it was all sponsored by the coaching association, the Ohio Soccer Coaches Association. I knew they were good. I mean, they were all good athletes, very good athletes. You know, and they were good soccer players as well. But, you know, coming from different club teams, you know, we had to obviously put them together, and their athletic ability and the fact that they bought into what I was trying to do with them, it helped a lot. And, you know, they wanted to learn, they wanted to play, they were enthusiastic about it. They came to practice, and they practiced hard, and we just had a tremendous group of young men that really did what they were supposed to do, is go out there and compete and eventually win. So they were a fun bunch to group, very determined. They didn't like some of the exercises that I would do, especially when I told them they had to run a 3-mile run around Finneytown to make the team. They were not quite sold on that deal, but then, you know, eventually they figured out that was good for them. I never expected that to happen. You know, I knew we had a good team, but to go undefeated was something totally not even. We went day to day, game to game. Everybody had their own little synchronized way of being, and you wondered how these guys got together, but they loved each other. They played. They were all raised with the game of soccer, and it was fun. It was just a fun group of kids, and many stories. Oh well, the legacy is tremendous. I mean, Finneytown, I think in Finneytown, the club soccer, the SAY program, was one of the top programs in the Southern Ohio, if not in the state. So a lot of these kids were used to winning championships, and of course, being from different coaches and different teams, they always rubbed each other and said, "Oh, we beat you this and that and that." So there was that camaraderie involved, but what it did was just made the whole program, the whole Finneytown program, so proud of the accomplishments of these kids, and they're the legacy. They're the ones that said, okay, we all come from different areas, from different teams and different coaches, but we get together at Finneytown, and now we're the best in the city. And so that in itself has lasted for I don't know how many years, and it continued after I left.
After we won the state championship, of course, Bobby brought home 100 people in this house. There were people everywhere. The kids came, parents came, the ball girls came, and I was trying to take care of like an 8-week-old baby, but I was so proud of him. He's gone on to be the biggest legacy in Cincinnati as a coach, has won many awards.
More than anything else, I am so proud to have been their coach and teacher, because a lot of them were in my classes. And the fact that they believed in me, and the fact that they performed the way they did, not only for me, but for their parents and for themselves. Still, they're all in my mind. I still think of them all. I love, hearing about who's doing what, who's where, who's there. And that they're all, unfortunately, they're not all alive, but they were definitely an extremely important aspect of my life.